the grand predecessors, transmitters, temple masters, lecturers for giving me this opportunity to give a little talk about the Platform Sutra, or what we call the Dharma of the Buddha nature class. Okay, so last week we left off at the third lecture, which is the October 10th lecture, which is basically the end of chapter 1, okay, in the Platform Sutra. So, you guys can read this is one translation. The different translations, this is not the best. It's okay. It's okay. The key is we have to be careful, and that's just any Buddhist scripture, including Diamond Sutra especially, because Diamond Sutra is very, on the surface, it's very simple, on the surface, but the meaning is very, very deep. So if you read the translation, it's no big deal. You say, it's no big deal. Well, any sutra, even the Tao Te Ching, Tao Te Ching, the Confucian classics too, to some degree. It's the key is there are a lot of concepts, lot of concepts, and you can say terminology that that's used in Buddhism and also in Confucius and Lao Tzu that has no equivalent in English. That's the problem. So that's why when you read the translation, it doesn't capture the essence, the core meaning. Okay, so just be aware. So that's why we have to go into depth, right? Explaining the Platform Sutra, all the other sutras. Okay, we left off at the 5 cardinal sins. That's the external. That's the external, right? We know what the 5 cardinal sins are, right? The reason why they're called the 5 cardinal sins is because if you commit any of those sins, you are doomed, supposedly, right? Causality based on karma. You are doomed to go to Avicii hell, right? Which is the hell of unceasing or incessant suffering. Okay. Hell, hell. That there are many levels of hell. If those of you who are in the Western tradition, I don't know if you guys ever read in high school, maybe in college. I know I read it in high school. Dante's Inferno. Have you guys read of Dante's Inferno? Right, Dante. He's an Italian Renaissance poet or author. He wrote about hell, about the different levels of hell. There are different levels of hell in Dante's hell. There's also incessant. Okay, all right. So it's like it's parallel. It's there are little slight differences, but that's okay. But anyway, okay. So Avicii hell means it's the level of hell that's below the 18th level. 18 corresponds to our 18 senses. Yeah. Whatever, but doesn't matter. But anyway, then they're different. Then they subdivide into different types of sufferings. They're, whatever. The boiling oil, the knife mountain of knives, and whatever. There's so many. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, so Avicii hell is supposed to be a hell where you will suffer non-stop, right? There's no break. So it's you basically the suffering is that you. Because don't forget, it's even though we call it hell, it's it's non-material, non-form, but it still has a form. It's just the form is not the physical form that we know of. So what you do is in that Avicii hell, they'll torture you. They'll torture you until you die. Then you'll revive. That may die, quote unquote die. It's not die in the sense of our death, okay, our physical death. Then they'll revive you. And then they'll take you to another place, and then they'll torture you again, and then they'll repeat until you die, then repeat. So it's pretty painful. it's suffering, okay, suffering.
One thing very interesting, since you talk about it, why people feel the pain when they're in the hell? Because the spirits have the body's feeling. Okay, the spirits, we only have the spirits when we are in the hell, right? People are in the hell.
But you don't have a body, though. You don't really have a body.
The body's feeling.
Yeah, they still have the sensation, right? The sense.
So that's why they feel the pain.
Right, they still have the sensation.
Okay. They suffer, right?
Right, like needles, sword, whatever, cut. Yeah.
So then after suffering, then you die, and then you take a break.
Yeah.
There's a team there. Okay, people are suffering, doing some. Then you go to the end of
The line.
The next one,
The
yeah.
line.
Then you go to the next,
the
yeah.
line, right? You feel the pain, and you go to the line waiting for your opportunity. So the other people are to get the stuff. Okay, then by the time your turn comes in, you go through again. Then you go to the line again, continuously.
So yeah, it's repeating. You repeat. So that's why it's very suffering. Right? A lot of suffering, a lot of pain. Okay. Anyway, so that's the 5. Okay, those 5. We know the 5, right? You kill your father, kill your mother, you kill an arhat, right? Arhat. You shed the blood of a we say Buddha, but it's any enlightened being, even bodhisattvas. Okay, and then you create dissension in the sangha. Okay, so those are all external, right? Because you have to kill, right? These are all external forms, right? I mean, these are all based on your actions, right? Actions. So what Buddha, what Siddhartha Sakyamuni was explaining is that there is a higher level. higher level of these 5 cardinal sins. Okay, besides the external part, just the internal piece. Okay, so I explained the internal, right? The killing of the love or passions, right? Getting rid of all attachments, right? And ignorance is killing of. To kill your parent, right, father, and then to kill an arhat is to get rid of your selfishness. Okay, selfishness. All right, tan. Okay, it's really part of the 7 chi si, right? Chi si. You guys know what the chi si, right? The 7 si, 使命的si, right? 司令的si. Command. It means command. Literally means command. Literally, but it also can mean agent. What we mean by chi, the 7 of them. He didn't talk. Lecture Liu did not go into detail, but in future lecture. But I'll just tell you what they are. Okay, in Chinese, it's what's the first one? Yu, right? Yu, desire. Okay, the first one's yu. The second one is zhen. Zhen, the second poison. Remember zhen? Zhen, no, rage. Yeah, rage or hate. Okay, rage or hate. Okay, yeah, or anger. Yeah, rage, anger, or hate. Okay, that's the second one. Zhen. The third si, the third agent. Okay, we call it agent, messenger, or we call it attracting tendency. You know, it's a tendency. You know, it's not. It's like you have a tendency, right, to do it. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so we call it qi si. It's not. I mean, command is too strong, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then the third one is 有没有的有. It means to cling, to attach, have attachment. You get it? Clinging, 取就是取, right? You want it, you want to possess it. Okay, 有. That's third. The fourth 四 is 慢, 傲慢 means what? Arrogance, pride, right? Arrogance, pride, right? All that. 慢, 傲慢. Okay, that's the fourth one. Fifth one is 无明 or 痴, right? The third poison. What's the third poison? 痴. Third poison means ignorance. It just means ignorance. Ignorance, or it could be delusion too. But anyway, okay, 无明. That's the fifth. What's the sixth? Yeah, 不觉, 也是不觉, yeah, 无觉无明, yeah, 无明无觉, yeah. The sixth one is 见. What's 见? In Chinese, okay, 见 literally means to see, or to meet. But in Buddhism, it means what? Views, wrong views. Okay. There are many wrong views. There's 100 of them. There are thousands. There are literally thousands. There are like 84,000. But anyway, we don't have to go into detail. The other in the future lectures, here we will go into detail about that. Right? There's the 62. Well, there's the 4 main ones. The 4 inverted views. Then there's the 62, the 88, 81, many. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so that's 见 means just views, wrong views. Okay. 错的观念, you could say 错的观念, okay? Or you can say deluded views, okay? All right. Okay, that's number 6. What's the last one? Number 7. Anybody know? Come on. 疑, 怀疑的疑, doubts, right? Doubts. Or
Doubts about what?
Doubts about your Buddha nature. Okay, that's what they call it. Or doubts about anything. But really, the key thing is in this case is to doubt many things. You could doubt the Dharma, the teaching, right? You could 怀疑法, okay, 正法, okay, you could do that. 怀疑karma, right? You could doubt karma. You say, I don't believe in karma, right? You could 怀疑 your own Buddha nature. You could say, there's no such thing as Buddha nature. No God, no nothing. You could 怀疑 that. That's all wrong. That's all These are, because we all have tendencies to that. We have doubts. I'm talking about this is more on the Buddha nature side. But we have doubts about everything, right? We constantly have doubts. Doubts about trust, doubts about faith, 信, right? 信, right? We have doubts about everything, right? So these are all bad stuff, okay? So from a Buddha's perspective, these 7 commands or agents, or we call them attractive tendencies, are what lead us to create more karma. You get it? All of it, right? All that. Desire, number 1. Oh, desire will lead us definitely to create karma. And what's the end result? We'll go to what? Samsara, right? Right? Samsara, right? Samsara, right? Okay, reincarnation, right? Anger, rage, hate, clinging, possession, we want to have, right? More, I want more. You know, it's almost like greed too, right? You can lead to greed, right? It can lead to greed, right? Extreme. Lead to greed, right? So you notice the 3 poisons are already in there, right? Okay, are included in there. Arrogance, that's bad too, right? Ignorance, right? 无觉, 无明, right? Delusion, that leads to delusion. So we continue to do bad things because we're ignorant. We're ignorant about causality. We're ignorant about our Buddha nature, about what our Buddha nature is like. So we keep doing bad things. So I say, hey, everybody does this thing. This is normal. So we keep doing. Okay? And then wrong views, right? Ignorance will lead to wrong views, right? Delusions. We would say, hey, everybody's doing it, so it's good, so it's okay. Everybody's eating meat, so why not? We've been eating meat throughout history, so it's good, it's okay. So that's why we should continue to eat. You see? That's a wrong view, okay? Right? Partly because you are ignorant. We're ignorant. We don't know our Buddha nature, right? We don't know that animals are sentient beings also, right? 有情, right? 有情 means sentient beings, okay? That literally means half sensation, half feelings, okay? All right? And then we also have doubts too, right? Doubts about God, doubts about everything, right? Doubts about life after death, right? Doubts about everything, right? Doubts about causality, everything. So these 7 are very dangerous, okay? So these 7 are, categories, okay? Because they lump together. The 7, call them the 7, we call them 7 commands or 7 agents, because they're agents to what? Agent means what? It's like a catalyst. It enhances, it makes it easy, right? It makes it easy, or it provides the means, right? The way to what? To commit to commit bad karma, right? These are the 7. Then there's also the 6 knots. I don't want to go into the knots right now because that's in later lectures. We will go more detail. Same thing with the 7, okay? But the key is this. So the 2 biggest obstacles, groups, if you want to call the groups of obstacles, to our cultivation are the 6 knots and the 7 agents, okay? These are they're just broad categories. I mean, then we can go into more detail, like I just talked about the 7 agents. But we can go, okay? But anyway, all right. Desires, there are 7 desires too, right? 七情, right? 六欲, right? 6 desires. Sorry, 7 emotions, 6 desires, right? That we could, but that's more detail. But anyway, it doesn't matter, okay? So when I'm talking about the 5 cardinal sins, right? The killing an arhat, killing the selfishness, that's one part of your 7 agents. You get it? Right? Okay, so that's, you have to get rid of all your agents. That's really what killing an arhat means, okay? Because when you think about all these agents, a lot of them all can be linked to what? Self, ego, I, 我相, right? To the ego, I, right? You want more. You're proud. You're angry. You're jealous. You desire. It's all me. Me. Right? If you have no me, then you won't be angry. Then you won't be what? Jealous. You won't be proud. You won't be proud. Right? Well, we. If you don't have me, right? I mean, that's the key, right? So in the Diamond Sutra, by the way, right? Remember, we say what is like Buddha nature like? I mean, it's indescribable, but we know what it's definitely not. And one of the key phrases in the very second chapter, 第二章, right? 第二章 in the Diamond Sutra, it's the 4 the four images. 我相、人相、众生相跟那个受者相, right? The four images, the four, they say four forms, but it's four image. The image of your ego, personality, that's the others, okay? And then a being, and then a life, okay? 受相, life. That means, life, then say, I want to live forever. I want to, do all that, okay? So all that stuff. The personality is how you perceive others. Yeah, how we perceive others. That person is smart. That person is rich. That person is beautiful. That's our image, right? Our image, subject, object, image. And then the being is, we lump a group of people, us and them. We versus them. Okay. These people, they speak a different language, so we don't like them. Or these people look different, so we don't like them. You get it? So that's the grouping. Like you guys know, like the reality show. What do they have to that thing? They have those tribes. Those tribes. That's what the thing is. We have different tribes, right? We're different tribes, so we compete against them. That reality show. What the hell is that? That's marooned on an island or someplace, whatever. Survivor. Yeah, Survivor. Yeah, that's tribes, right? Tribal or cliques. You can call cliques, right? Cliques. Same idea. In school, we have different cliques. We're the beautiful girl clique. We're the smart guy clique. We're the nerd clique. We're the geek clique. We're the jock clique. Right? Whatever. Right? All that. Same thing. That's a being. You get it? That's being. Okay? Because we have these notions of separation. You get it? Right? So it's us versus them. Or we versus them. You get it? Okay, so that's what I mean. So you have to get rid of all of that. That's what Buddha said. You have to get rid of all that. That's the key. If you don't have that, then you're close. If we don't have that, then you're close to being a Buddha. Okay? Otherwise, we're stuck. We're stuck as sentient beings. We're sentient beings. That's what sentient beings have. 我相, 人相, right? 众生相. That's sentient beings. Right? Otherwise, you get it? Okay, so that's very important. Okay? Then the fourth one is to destroy something. It means the five aggregates. You know what? The skandhas, right? 五蕴. We have to get rid of the five skandhas. The five skandhas are what make up a sentient being. You know that, right? Sentient being. If you're a wall, you don't have the five skandhas. You have the fifth one. You have a form, but that's it. You don't have the other four. You get it? Okay. So we have to get rid of the five skandhas. Those skandhas are what makes us sentient beings, and therefore what causes us to what? Reincarnate, to commit bad karma, and to reincarnate. So we have to get rid of it. Once you could get rid of the five skandhas, it's what? Your Buddha nature. So another way, so the five skandhas is more specific. The general way, that's why Lecture Lu like to say, 妄念放下, 一念不生. That's essentially saying to get rid of 五蕴除掉. It's another way of saying that. His is more general. That's more generic. The talking about getting rid of the five skandhas is more specific. You get it? Just like the getting rid of the 7 agents, the 6 knots. Those are more specific. You get it? More detail. Okay? So that's why 妄念放下, 一念不生. It's just it's 妄缘. Yeah. Just general. It's broad. It's all encompassing. You can call it. Okay? It's generic. All right? So that's why Lecture Lu likes to emphasize that. But then these are more detailed. So okay, we know what that general means, but more specifically, what? Okay, yeah, get rid of the five skandhas. You get it? Okay? And then the last one, the fifth one is, because I think it's to shed the blood of a Buddha, right? Of an enlightened being. It just means that that's the external side. The internal view is that we have to do not use our conscious mind. We should not use our conscious mind. Conscious mind, you get it? Our intellectual mind, our mind of thought. We infer, okay, it's called indirect inference, okay, or logical inference. You get it? Logical inference. So let's say, right now, we're talking right now. We hear on the street a sound, a car go by, right? So okay, we hear, we're aware, right? We perceive the sound. So then our mind, our conscious mind starts to go to work. Say, there must be a person driving the car, right? Yeah, because otherwise how can a car go by itself? unless it's a driverless car. But okay, but right? So we make inference, right? So that's called logical inference. See, but if we do that, what happens? We're using our conscious mind. Isn't that the 5 skandhas? The 5th one? What's that? Our consciousness, right? Well, even the 4th one too, right? We're using the 3rd, 4th, right? Okay, with perception and all that stuff. Okay, but anyway, so we're using our conscious mind, all right? So what Buddha is saying is that do not use the 现, do not use the 限量, right? I mean, do not use the not the 限量, 理量, yeah, 理量, 比量, sorry, 比量 means indirect, yeah, 比量, 比来, okay, 比量, right, indirect or logical inference, but rather use our what, 限量, 现在的现, it means direct, that means our Buddha nature, use our Buddha nature, not our conscious mind. And how's that? If we could let go of our 5 skandhas, the 7 agents, the 6 knots, all that stuff, our conscious mind. What's left? Buddha nature. And Buddha nature, even though it's within ourselves, right now, at present, at our level, it's within ourselves. But actually, Buddha nature, if nothing holds it back, it what? It'll expand to infinity and encompass everything. So then, whether a car is going by on this street or in the other part of the opposite side of the world or in another universe, another galaxy, our Buddha nature will know it. You know that? It encompasses everything. Okay? Get it? That's how massive. See? So that's hard to accept. I agree. People have thought. People say, how can that be? There's me, there's you. So you have a Buddha nature, I have a Buddha nature. So how can we encompass everything? We are in our own body. See, that's because we are using our conscious mind to limit our Buddha nature. Literally, that's what it means. Another way to look at it. Right. All right? So actually the Buddha nature is everything. Remember, to summarize, see, it seems that there's no starting point. It's not like saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it's not like a logical sequence. It's that's the problem with teaching the Buddha natures, because there's no. I mean, anything could be a beginning point. There's no set beginning point. That's the problem. See, that's the marvelous thing about Buddha nature. You know, there's no set. Say, oh, this is just always the beginning. You can't, you know, and then you follow from that. It doesn't do that because it's not logical. It doesn't use logic. You get it? Okay, so we get it. It means grok. That's a new word called. Do you get it? Grok.
It's not new.
Yeah,
G-R-O-K.
G-R-O. No.
It's been used in a long
Yeah.
time.
Grok or gork? Grok. Yeah, but anyway, do you get it? Comprendes. It means that in Spanish. Grok, okay? G-R-O-K. That's a new word for you guys, okay? We'll take a break. Because I want to summarize. Because I want to go to 无跟有要合在一起. That's what it means by the Buddha nature encompass everything. You know, that's what it means. And also means to, you know, the Zen, right? You know, 山是山，山不是山，山还是山. It's the same idea, okay? I mean, but I'll explain it differently, okay? So all right, we'll finish that.